Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of it. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
21G. A loss of 1. 20 TX. Now 3rd and 5.
Going on 3rd, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Tua now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. Here's Achan running right. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Jeff Okudah. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Achan punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it. it, so he just throws it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Look hot.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
On the quick, right?
On the ground again with Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running for it, Mixon. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
All right.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed to Collins. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On play action, here's Stroud. Searches from the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Down with the grab. That one goes for 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10 are on to Mixon. He's out in the clear. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's on the move. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Get set. Go ahead.
Running left, here's A-Chain. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jeff Okuda. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson, Oscar. Ready. Hey.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. Into a crowd and intercepted. Kamaru pick.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Long-time standout Calais Campbell there for the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Here we go. Right to Texas. Hey, uno.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. From the gun, Stroud. And that throw just too high for him. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And now it's second down.
Put a gold star on the grade sheet for that defensive coverage, even with plenty of time to throw it. That defense never gave the QB a lane to complete it.
Collins there to grab it. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Go ahead.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achan. This is ahead for about 5. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
That's caught, Devon Achan. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Handoff running left, A-Chain. Past midfield to the 45. Inside the 25. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it. Touchdown. chance to tie it before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Tony. 11.
Blitz coming first round. He loses the football. And the Dolphins got it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Achane running to the right. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with Achane. Oh, he loses the football. And the Texans grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's trying another one deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he gets him around 6 there. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. To the air, Stroud. He has the 1st over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Doesn't make the connection.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Stop. All right.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 14. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 and out from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Fits it through the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
A big game of the play. It's 4th down.
Tagovailoa throwing on 4th. They connect for the 1st. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
21G, 21G. 20, TX.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying to run it in, A-Chan. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins start the 2nd half with some needed points. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Escapes the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Let's go.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Oh, hey.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Hey, uno. Hey, uno more.
Here's Stroud now. Cut out left. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here we go.
Slot man motioned over. Here's 2nd and 2. Rolling left, buying some time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
A gain of 5. And the Texans first down.
Oh, hey.
On the option, here's Mixon. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the Dolphins 33-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Stroud. He fires one deep down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He'll throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. There he goes, right sideline. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie us up 28-all. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Caught at
20-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. Tank Dell, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 28.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, shot? Ready, shot?
A run now with Achane. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Whoa! Hey, good set. Shot?
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds his man over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins losing by 7. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Able to find Achane. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Watch it, Oscar. Shot?
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans make the play that should win them this game.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Keeping it with Mixon. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go. Speed left, speed left. Hey, south.
We're looking to throw. Chased out to his right.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Everly's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a two-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Running back sent in motion. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Right. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Ready. Turbo 1, high. Hey. Help.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Scat.
Second and 10 now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate. Russell Wilson, he loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a second interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and then he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
11. 19 Texans. Hey, uno.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again from their own end zone now. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Under. Lucky. Hey, south.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. They connect on the deep shot. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans put up even more points in a win. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So the Texans come away with the road win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Miami.